there are a few different ways in which we use the products. We use Engage, we use Drive with Bud, and there's a few different ways in which we use them. And it's a wonderful thing to watch improvement, but that improvement can't always be empirically calculated. So, for example, we get messages from students that they didn't realize they were paying for 2 different Netflix accounts. And now they know because of the app, because it shows them that they're paying from 2 different credit cards, 2 different debit cards. But because they've only ever looked at their bank account, they didn't know because it was in 2 different bank accounts. And so it's things like that where people say, you've saved me 100 quid. I haven't done anything. I just cancelled the one Dropbox or the one Netflix and the like. Where we are seeing real interest is actually from the universities. Universities are becoming quite data savvy. Which is a really interesting journey, because 3 years ago it was a real dirty word for them, and now they can start to see the power. We are producing a monthly cost of living report for the universities, along with a kind of stress meter for students. So depending on where students are at in their cycle of maintenance loan, we see more or less financial stress on students, and that is shown through things like using buy now, pay later, which students use a lot of, or through reducing things like purchasing of food. And so universities are really grateful for this, because what it enables them to do is to use their very limited funds in order to support students with what it is that students need. So we spoke earlier about things like transport. One of our universities had a energy fund. Do you remember a few years ago when energy skyrocketed? And they created an energy fund, which is fantastic and amazing to help students with their energy bills. But energy actually isn't the problem now. Now it's about transport. They wouldn't know that if we didn't tell them. So the ability to be able to say to them, actually, these are the 3 financial stresses for your students, means that they can better allocate funding. So it's not like hardcore data. I wish, have me on in a year's time, we'll have more hardcore data. But right now, the anecdotal evidence, people have literally said to us that the open banking has been a game changer for them. When they use it within funding applications, it's a massive time saver for them. It helps them to identify areas of problem, but also it allows them to identify which students maybe have £1,000 or £2,000 or regular deposits into a crypto account and are now applying for hardship funding, which means that you can't give it to the student that doesn't have thousands of pounds in crypto, but who can't afford to pay their rent. So the anecdotal evidence has been 100% positive, both from students and staff. Let's talk again in a year.